Welcome back to Popes and Pilots. Let's play some more Victoria 3. We're playing as Mexico. We're going for Manifest Mexico. We have to essentially beat up on the US of A and take a bunch of stuff. But actually, I do also have to take a bunch of stuff from, I suppose, the Canadians and the Russians, because I think we need the whole Pacific coast. We'll see about that in the future. For now, simply trying to be alive. What a time to be alive right now, as I quickly fix my video. There we go. Anyway, for now we're trying to stay alive to become more powerful. We're even friends with these filthy Americans over there. Americans. And we're trying to, be powerful, so we can then beat up on them. We have a bunch of journal entries that are timing out. These are worth completing, generally. They give you positive events, but they're often so far away that I rarely manage to do them. Here we need to have activated rail transportation, 20% of all eligible buildings, which requires a bunch of rail. And I'm kind of confused. Is this the same? Weird. We need to activate rail transportation in a bunch of places. For that, that's branching out. And for steam engine times, we need our motor industries to be occupied, make money, cash be level 3. Also, we need to have railway working. Okay. Any neighboring state also meets these conditions. So we need 2 states next to each other with a railway, and we need the motor industry to be level 3. That is possible. How are we doing right now? We actually have extra coal, which is surprising, and extra tools, even though we're fully building, so we definitely got ahead there. We have essentially no engines, but that's because there's no need for engines. Now, do we start building a railway? Yes. This is railway being created in Osaka, which will then help the engine thing. But I'm sure we had something we wanted to do. Yeah, we have tons of iron. I mean, we need that for the extra steel industry, sure. And did we get the Bessemer process yet? We did not. Because that would use more iron. I feel like there was something else where we wanted to use coal and tools. We're running gas streetlights, we're running market squares. We're not running all the government administration, but we have bureaucracy out the wazoo, so we don't need to. So I don't see it over here. Might run glass eventually, but no, not glass. Stills, pattern stills. Lead mines are on max thing. Could have our gold mines go harder. Just make us more money. Which I suppose is worth it. It's more money we can throw into even more building. We're making hardwood here. But probably not enough. I don't remember what other than steel and railway we wanted the coal for. But maybe that's all that we need. We're gonna find a way to use all this stuff. What do we direly lack? Tons of wood. Loads and loads of wood. I'm still kinda not super interested in building a whole bunch of wood production. Seems just so inefficient. Right. A logging camp. I mean, they're doing well, I suppose. Infrastructure in Jalisco is not doing particularly well, but we could just put it into Rio Grande, for example. It claims to make a bunch of money. Do we just get plus 40 wood per level? Is that how that works? Isn't there somewhere where it says per level? I mean, this is level 1 and it's making 40 wood, right? Ish. But then why does it say 60 here? Oh, this is minus 20, that's why it's 40. Don't know. Feel like there was a place where it said how much I get per level. Here? No. Who knows? It is doing 40 at level 1, so I assume level 2 would be 80. So we'd have to build tons and tons and tons of them to even... yeah, to make up for the need. Where surely the import of wood is not that problematic. How are we doing in that regard anyway? Yeah, the wood import just needs more convoys to be there. I guess we can stop importing. Let's unpause for a moment here. See if the extra tools and stuff are real. They do seem to be real. I'm slightly surprised, but okay. With that being true, I guess we're gonna cancel the trade route we have for that right now. Same for coal. We're swimming in bureaucracy, so we should really be looking into some more laws, or some more institutions. Do we have any good institutions we can upgrade? We could go for more education, which I like mostly. I just don't like that it helps with the Catholic Church strength. Could also go for more law enforcement, which I also like. Let's go and upgrade our law enforcement. And I feel like once we get to non-religious schools, we're gonna have an easy time to also swap to the other things. How is Guatemala doing? Almost out of turmoil range. I really wanna go and beat up on Honduras once we're out of range. We have neutral relations. We've been seeing to that. So beating up on them shouldn't be a huge deal. One assumes that you don't have any friends. You do not. And El Salvador is a defensive pact with New Granada. That's slightly more worrying. It's not worrying, but it's slightly more worrying. So we might be... yeah, I think we're more interested in Honduras then. Comanche customers not wanted. How do you not want customers? 10% reduced chance. 10% of my shopkeeper pops in Mexico become more radical. Now, how many Mexican shopkeepers do we have in Mexico? Population, shopkeepers, 88,000 shopkeepers, which I assume are mostly Mexican. Yeah, this is what, 67, yeah. Essentially all of them Mexican. 10% of them become more radical. It's fine. Yeah, rather than hurt our chances even more. It's bad enough that that killed our chances like that. We may have to abandon ship on multiculturalism for a moment if the next cycle doesn't work out. We shall see. Come on, get down. Now, is anything of this being built in Guatemala? It's not. So we don't really have something helping out with the local happiness. We have tons of authority available, actually. Could use that to run an edict somewhere. But first, let's build another building. Doing what I always do. Spend my time on the trade screen and look for all the stuff that we desperately need. Like food. How are we gonna reform food production to be just way better? Other than building 1,000,000 maize farms. Because the per level gain can't be that high. 280 for 8. That math doesn't check out, does it? 280 divided by 8 is 35. 35 grain per farm. We need hundreds. That's the 8 technological breakthrough that we're looking for. Wait, that's livestock ranches. Technological breakthrough that we're looking for. Real fertilizers would help a lot. We haven't invented improved fertilizer. Harvesting tools. No, it just frees up laborers. Of course, not doing vineyards would help, but eh. Okay, how far are we away from real fertilizer? A bit. Our science is not doing well. Honestly, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and build another university. I think we just finished the university, and I think I want another one. I think I just want Jalisco to have even more university. We need that science. We need it now. So let's go ahead and build it. This is just crazy. Crazy. Enact wealth voting. No. I'm not gonna enact wealth voting. Iron Confederacy got it next. Guatemala. No, Guatemala. Still doing kinda iffy. I mean, there's no real reason to wait for turmoil to be gone. It's not like that's a magical thing. I just like it to be gone. Saul. Oh, speaking of Saul, already done building something again. Didn't really pay attention to what that was. Are we selling a ton of sugar? Is that our doing, or are people just buying our sugar? I could probably have checked that in the other screen. To be fair. Wait, what did it sort by? Useless. Sugar. Buy orders. Trade route. No, that doesn't actually tell me anything. I need to go here and see if it's one of my own routes. And it is. It's a valuable one. But it's not something that really matters. Okay. What that's telling me is that we don't need to worry about importing more sugar. Or building more sugar stuff. Clothing, on the other hand, is still in a iffy spot, and we like both types of clothing still. So I think I want to go ahead and upgrade our textile mills once again. And also, because something just finished, I think I'm gonna give Guatemala one more livestock ranch here. Maybe that'll make him happy enough, and also give us some more food to make other people happy. I do wonder when we start to actually have real military. So when do we start building barracks and stuff? I don't know. We're importing a tiny bit of lead. So once this is done, we probably don't need to import lead anymore, unless we haven't swapped the glassworks yet too. We do have crystal glass going. Okay, so once the lead thing is done, which it should be now, I think we're gonna drop the lead import route. And then it takes forever to build. Oh no, we did build our railway, right? Where did we build our railway? I think it was in Oaxaca, which I will learn where it is. It's somewhere around here. There. Do you have the railway? You do. We just started hiring people. So we want another railway neighboring it. And I guess... yeah, we're over infrastructure in Mexico itself. So I think there's a good reason, good enough reason at least, to run railway here as well. And maybe we're gonna fulfill that mission and also, well, get rail transportation to our people. No, do we have boats? We have a few boats. Any good wood imports? Huh, I'm not gonna import from Honduras. We're about to attack them. Well, at least I want to attack them. Grain. I mean, I guess we're gonna grab some Russian grain. It's not gonna do much for anybody. Our liquor price is super stable. Interesting. Okay, we're probably gonna want to import guns and stuff when we go. And I'm more and more feeling that it's time for a play on Honduras. I mean, clearly. We're not going to gain much from it. Well, we're going to gain some cotton, which is kind of nice, I suppose. Tobacco, dye, maize. It's not that bad. It's decent on raw resources. Oh, it's a level 5 port. Okay, that we could swap to being a convoy, cargo port or whatever it's called. To give us tons and tons of convoys. Okay, digging it. Let's go ahead and do all the manual clicking. Now, there's a good chance that they back down from our attack without us ever having out to fight them. But I assume that the relative strength of our armies matters for that decision. Which means we do want them more powerful, so that maybe we don't have to fight, right? Okay, I was hoping that this would show up with the gun imports, but if I have to do it manually, I'll do it manually. Fine. Let's buy 12 artillery from the Americans. And let's buy some SMARMs from the Americans as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and do a diplomatic play. For, Conquer State, Honduras. Major on either side or remain neutral. Thanks, game. Very useful information. And then we're gonna go ahead and... we don't have any generals? Well, here comes the general. Mexico HQ... Arrogant... Home defense, home offense, not really useful here. Defensive... Cruel... Defense... Yeah, kind of the same. Let's get you. Now I believe that that general only commands his own troops. I mean, only the ones from the place that we grabbed him from. So if we want more troops, we need another general. So let's bring the Central Americans as well. Innovative. Explorer, sure. Get in here, Catholic Church guy. And I'm gonna assume that that's enough for now. I'm gonna mobilize them all. Sure, it's cost me money, it's fine. And I'm gonna put them on the front to Honduras. Is this the best way to do this? I have no clue. But it's a way that I've learned works. Okay, we're in opening moves. Nothing much is happening. During the sway phase, things might become Oh. That is scary to see. It's very scary to see. We have nobody we can sway. But they have the US of A. Ooh, like us, right? Amicable. That's over 50. That's like really good. We do have a maximum plus 80 with really good relations, but they might still protect them. Freaking Pax Americana. Opposition has demands. Okay. No, it's fine by me. Surely the intelligentsia are not... yeah, they're super loyal. We'll take the opposition demands and get a chance to get our thing going. Now, if you were to not bring the Americans, that would be great. If they do, I think we just have to go ahead and back down. Yep. Yeah, we can't fight that. I think what is good. Are we gonna get subjugated then? Is that what's gonna happen? If we back down, surely not. Primary war goal against us will be enforced, which is war reparations. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's bad. We got some bad boy rating for it. Infamy here. And, well, very little. And we're paying war reparations to the Mexicans. Which is a lot of money. A whole crap ton of money. But what it's not is us being subjugated by the US of A. Okay. Okay, maybe our war plans need to, well, at least be deferred. I don't know how I could have seen that coming though. Maybe I needed to look at relations between, I think we did that last time when we attacked El Salvador, or when they were called, whatever they were called then, Central America. I think we looked at the, where is it? Ooh, country attitude, I think. I choose El Salvador. And US of A see them as a natural subject. Yeah, they're protective of Honduras. Okay. So I should have checked this and seen that they would like to protect them. And then we should have just attacked El Salvador instead. Which in theory we could still do. Now it's gonna cost us some money for 5 years, which is a whole frick ton of money. Ooh, our iron mines are doing badly because I'm not building. I got myself a bit carried away there with that war. Not good, not good. I think I want another steel mill. That's what I want. And still don't know if food industries are really good for us. Now they eat so many resources, and they make tons of liquor, which is nice, but they don't really give us what we need. Let's go glassworks again. So you see we're losing tons of money now, and we're losing 6.48k in diplomatic packs. That's what we're paying to Honduras because of our attempt. It's fine, it's fine. We'll survive. It's just not good. Stop importing these, stop importing these. The US of A. Oh, we now have poor relations. Just because they joined a thing on the other side. Interesting. So even more problems. Did we lose our trade pact then? I guess we did, didn't we? Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's fine because we have the bureaucracy to spare, but man, that was a costly attempt. I guess we don't need to damage relations with Honduras anymore. Okay, we're learning. I'm not too afraid of this monetary situation. If we really need the money, we can just raise taxes again. We are at super low taxes. People won't love it, obviously, but we can just click here and make infinite doge. And we're still just going back to normal. Annoyed to have broken our relations with the US of A. Annoyed to... Well, I'm annoyed to be losing all that money, I guess. But it ain't a big deal. I think I said that before. Let's stop this tiny iron import so we don't go over our thing there. And build more stuff. I don't actually have considerable export. I could just build infinite farms. But farms need so many people. Okay, we have a huge demand for transportation already. The pops just eat it. They just transportation. Free movement needs. Because they're a replacement for services. I see. Well, we want services, but that's why we're building up the glass works in Mexico. Oh, we're down on tools again. Interesting. Even though we're not fully constructing. There might have been a... No, I don't know. We used some for the gold mines. Don't know what else is eating up the tools. I mean, I don't mind it. Can just have another tooling factory. But that coal steel... But we're building a steel mill, so maybe that's not necessary. Chairs. Am I supposed to just... Do we have a place for a ton of wood production? I mean, Jalisco has tons of peasants. If we build a railway in Jalisco and then a bunch of wood, maybe that's fine. Well, let's build the railway. I'm still slightly... Ooh, nice. That is nice. We now have multiculturalism. That should help a ton with our radical problem. I think. We should see this going down because people are not being... We still have 41k from discrimination. Even though we're multicultural. Industrial boom. But the discrimination can then only be religious in nature? But really not very diverse religion-wise. Maybe it takes time. I mean, it would make sense for it to take time. But I don't know that this is how the game works. Multiculturalism. Cultures will be accepted based on always. Yeah. Yeah. We shouldn't have a lot of people discriminated against. Oh, wow, there's actually not a lot of laws we can do. Would still not mind to go to property to women, but again, it also doesn't really do tons for us. It also doesn't really annoy anybody, which is nice. And the extra workforce ratio, don't quite need it yet, but soon. Ooh, universal suffrage? I mean, I absolutely want it. The landowners and the armed forces are not quite into it. Wealth voting. We have a movement to do this, right? Is this good for us? What's the difference? Same authority. Say 40 political strength from votes for everybody. Wealth threshold for voting. Okay. Government ideological penalty is the same. Lots of legitimacy from cloud. Well, not as much. More from votes. I mean, I don't hate it. It doesn't radicalize anybody. Okay. Let's do it. We have a thing wanting it anyway. It's nice. Gold depleting Yukon. That's fine by me. Mexico market access, Guatemala, and Jalisco. We're building the railway in Mexico and in Jalisco. Guatemala. Why do you have... I guess you're using your infrastructure as well. Kinda not into building a railway for you. I could just give you a port though. Let's just build a port down there. That food desire is just... it's a problem. We should probably use our... well, should we? Don't know. We could slightly boost the throughput of the agricultural districts down here, which would give us more food right now. But I always have issues doing temporary boosts, because temporary boosts, well, they go away and then people are like, ooh, my standard of living, well, gold gone, that's not great. I think these are ours, yeah, that's why we get the event. Large numbers of Maya people coming to California. Because we have multiculturalism, we're probably going to see these kinds of events pop up more often because while we do have migration controls, with migration controls, we only don't let people in if they are discriminated against in our country. Since we don't really discriminate anymore, people are kind of free to come in, and they will when they have a lower standard of living than we do. Building things. I mean, everything screams build more agriculture. I just really don't want to. Really, really don't want to. No, I want to rely on technology. I'm actually kind of surprised. Oh, fish is also just being eaten, right? Yeah, it's not our food industries. That's a big deal here. Dye. Dye is being exported. So not a big deal either. Surprised that liquor price is so low, even though it's in high demand. We actually do lack clippers because of all the ports. 7 imported from trade routes. Service is almost fine. Oh, because they're eating all the transportation. And right now, this really says to me that we need raw resources. Kind of feel like I'm not getting around that as much as I might want to. Wood and grain. Fine. Let's do a run on maize farms and stuff. Now, where? I mean, we did Guatemala, which should be fine with infrastructure once that port is built. So I don't mind expanding the maize farms there a little bit. Now, do we have another place that has a lot of peasants? I mean, Jalisco has tons, and it did just get a railway. But Jalisco is also a place for other things, isn't it? I'll put one into Zacatecas. And then I'm going to put a cut in here. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you enjoy what you're seeing, you know what to do. Please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And if you have anything else to say, then the comment section is a good place to do just that. Thank you folks for watching. See you next time.